Alright. Hello guys, this is the Inquisitor here, and I will talk to you about Path of Building today. Path of Building is a really good program, third-party program that will help you optimize your build, and you can check out which stats are best, which skill gems are best for your build, and so forth. So let us begin. Alright, first, what you need to learn to do is how to import characters. So first of all, this is what it looks like. You go over here, it says import/export build, and it says to start import a character into the character's account name. So my account name is Ash Breath. So then I press start. And now it retrieved all of the characters I have in my account, and I want to look at my level 100 character, so I choose that. Then import. You have to click passive tree and jewels, and it will import these. And items and skills, it will import, and then you will press done. If you want to share your build with others, you will go over here, build sharing, generate a code. You press generate, share with paste bin, and then copy, and that will copy it. If you want to import another guy's build, you will copy their paste bin link here. Oops. Like, copy. Code is valid. I copied the paste bin, otherwise this will take you to a website and you would copy it there. Import to a new build. Import. Okay, now it did import that. Alright. Next. How to add/change skills and skill damage comparison. Well, we're using Barrage for our all projectiles. We're using Barrage for our setup as the main boss killing damage. So here you go to skills, and here you will see your socketed skill gems. And so if you copy it on top of another one, you might get this ghosting. Like, I don't have elemental focus in my shit, so this we will disable. We don't have that shit. Here, this is what we're using, and you can add default gem level and default gem quality, so that whenever you add it to the build, it will always be that level. So here's our gems. They're all level 21 except for slower projectile, which is 23. And in order to compare the skill gems, you add the skill gem, and they're in a best order. So this would give me the most damage, and then this, and then this, and so on. So it's good to put skill gems that are in the top of the list here and choose them. I am not choosing elemental focus because it will make it so that I cannot shock the enemy, because I cannot inflict any elemental ailments with elemental focus, so we're not using it. I'm gonna try instead main. I'm gonna make it so here we should have 21, 20. And let's close it and let's try it again. Main. Okay, so now it is this automatically, right? And we haven't set up our configuration, but let's just look at the stats right now. So right now we would have 5 million DPS with slower projectiles, and let's see how much damage we would have with the main instead. So we would have about the same damage. So this will give me 20,000 more damage with slower projectiles. So therefore we're using this, and I have already optimized all of these for my build. But you can like check out, well, what about what about if I use maim and slower projectiles, but I disable my chance to bleed instead? Well, clearly, chance to bleed is much more damage. And it would actually say it here, enabling this gem will give you plus 70,000 average damage and plus 2 million total DPS. So it will actually say it on the right in the green numbers how much damage it would give you. If you're about to disable, it will say how much damage you would lose. However, when you are using skills like Ice Shot, wait, not there, but here, Ice Shot, greater multiple projectiles or chain, they will only make your damage lower, because they do not count in the utility of the thing, which is you get more projectiles. They cannot count that as damage, so they will show you actually that you will get less damage. So if you're using GMP, LMP, chain, fork, whatever, don't worry about them showing less damage. Just worry about these other skill gems. If you click here, you can check that inner weight would give you more damage. What the fuck is inner weight? I don't know, let's put it there. And we have 542,000. And with this we would have 575,000. I have no idea. Lightning support duration. Alright. Faster attacks, what would give us more damage? Added chaos damage, well, let's compare it. So we have 542,000. And we have 542,000. What? So this doesn't add any damage to our build actually. Strange it showed up in the top. What about added cold damage? Interesting. Well, additional accuracy, what about this? So it must be using... Is there another Ice Shot here? There must be another Ice Shot. Or... yeah... where's the other Ice Shot? It's calculating the damage from here, I guess. Yeah. Fucking... okay, so here. It's still not calculating from this one. So yeah, this happens when you copy the build many times. So let's use this then, because it clearly uses this as the... so as you see, as I enable chain, our damage goes down, but since the chain is a utility skill, you shouldn't worry about that too much. Now we can add the... let's add chaos damage. Let's see what our damage would be. So we disable this, and we add this. So we would not get damage at all, basically. So physical projectile attack damage is much better. What about chance to bleed? So 542 versus 585. So we will see, actually, we should be using chance to bleed instead of physical projectile attack damage to gain more damage. So this shows we have not optimized our Ice Shot damage. What about removing elemental damage with attacks and adding physical projectile? Well, that's much worse. But basically this is how you compare the... you can add and change the skill gems. How good it is in order here. So here's the most damage and then it goes down, right? So you can easily optimize your skill gems yourself for whatever build you do yourself. Okay, next up, here's our items. How do I add items from the game? So let's see. You're thinking, oh, there's this cool item that guy has. Is it worth me to buy this? Well, you go to in-game and you ask the guy, hey, can you please link the item you're selling? Let's check out our item. Items should be, what are we gonna try out? Okay, how about this? So he links the item in chat. Okay, he links this. Then you go over the item. You press Ctrl C. And then you go to path of building. You click here, shared items. When you click it, you will see it will get highlighted. Then Ctrl V, and boom, you have it in your build. And you can corrupt it, you can add a modifier, whatever. But if you want to just test it out as it is, add to build. There we go. So now in the belt slot, let's see what would happen to my build if I use that. Is it worth for me to buy that? Let's see. So we have 5.5 million DPS, and with the new belt we will have 5.75 million, so it will actually give us more damage, right? So that's how you can add items. You can add any item like that. You can add flasks like that. Anything you can add and try it out. So that's how you add items. Next. Skill tree damage optimization. Right, so you go to your tree here. It will show you the skill tree you have chosen. And here you can actually figure out what is the most valuable skill point for you to pick. You'll see it directly here. Let's say we want to pick this. It will say us, allocating this node will give you 100,000 total DPS. Okay. This would give me. This node would give me 88,000 total DPS. Well, then I'm thinking, I'm using this. Is it really that good? And then you check out the total DPS. Wow, this gives you 606,000 total DPS, which is incredible. So you definitely think, I want to keep this. You can go over any build, any thing to see how much damage it would give you. So this would give us 131,000 DPS. Can it compare the damage totals? Well, I'm not sure if it will show you the total damage from a duel you have socketed. Total DPS 90k. Yeah, it actually does show. Equipping this item socket will give you plus 90k total DPS in the very bottom. But it doesn't show that it will. Well, it does show 122 total life, so it does show that as well. So this gives us 90k damage and 122 life, because it does have a life. So we can compare it to whatever. Like, what if we take these nodes? Well, I would gain 98 total life if I took one of these, or this would give me 46,000 DPS. And you can go around the whole tree comparing nodes and stats and optimizing your build. Like this would give us 150,000 more damage. Alright, so that is how you can optimize your build tree. Very easy, very simple, because it will show you actually how much you gain or lose by picking a node. Like this would give us 215,000 total DPS. So this would give us much more damage with only 2 points than what this duel gives us with 3 points. But then again, this does also give us 5% max life. But we could put 5% max life here, get rid of this shit, and take these. This would give us 110,000 more damage than we have actually, so it would be better to take this. And you would gain the same life, so this is how it works. Very easy, very simple. Alright, next on the list. Configuration and how to test things. You go over here, top right, and there's configuration. Depending on the skill gems, if you're using damage and full life gem, in order for it to show you its damage, you need to press this on, otherwise you will lose all of its damage. Right, so if you have frenzy charges, you click here, you have frenzy charges, right? If you have phasing, this doesn't really matter, but yeah, blah blah, do you have flask active? Yes, but if you go over here to items and click on all of these, then this doesn't matter at all. Is your crit chance lucky? Well, yes it is, but it's from this flask, so you don't have to click it here. If you are